Yo guys, welcome back. Today we're going back to our roots and revisiting Defiler with our Bubble Bullet Valby build. It took a bit, but I was able to get a very consistent strat down to make this fight pretty simple. And the beautiful thing about Valby is you really don't have to worry much about dying because sometimes that's when she does her most damage. So we're going to cover the build, the strat step by step, and also showcase the crit Bubble Bullet build we made on stream for that 17-second kill. And yes, this build is very effective on any Colossus in the game. Valby is the most rounded Colossus killer right now. I would also like to add that I am well aware of the multi-talented supply moisture build. The thing with this is that this is going to get you the best time, but pulling off the strat effectively is not consistent at all. With supply moisture and spamming bubble bullets at that rate, you will be out of MP in about 10 casts, which is going to leave you standing there with not much to do besides get your head slapped off of your body. So the whole point of this was to make a very consistent strategy and build to farm the boss with. So first, let's get into the strat. Immediately when we spawn, we are spamming our 3 to 1, 3 to 1, 3 to 1 to begin to stack the quantum domain inversion buff. Then we want to get up to the platform as fast as possible so we can start putting Bubble Bullet down. I suggest to get behind the boss to force him into the turning animation, and he's also going to step to his left or right. As he is doing that, lead him with Bubble Bullets. Now we will use the same basic strat we do on Innis and begin to circle him. He will do an animation where he shoots some very weak bullets at you. Once this animation ends, you want to move towards him and bait his punch animation, but be sure to get behind him. If done right, this will bring him into the middle where you've been placing all those bubble bullets. He is not always going to immobilize, but even when he doesn't, the kill is still decently simple, and dying on purpose in the AoE he leaves with the melee attack at this point isn't so bad either. If he does not immobilize and goes straight into frenzy, be aware he will step forward, so be sure to place your bubble bullets in that direction and keep yourself behind him. From there, he will start to do the mortar AoEs. Just dodge and continue to bubble bullet. Be aware of the vomit animation, and you should have the kill shortly after. Another option is to just pull out her unique weapon and blast away to finish him off. As for in the middle of the fight, I found this to be a huge damage loss compared to just bubble bullet alone. And for the doubters who say this is a 1 in 100, I will end the video with many successful runs. This was all done on stream, worked on a solid strat for 3 hours, so please respect the work and understand you will need to practice to execute like anything in life. Now, let's get into the builds. Now, going into the mods, nothing has really changed here since the first day when I posted the sub 1 minute run. It's all basically the same. We are building into non-attribute and fusion. We are building a ton of cooldown with focus mods, MP conversion and nimble fingers, skill extension and skill expansion with amplification control for the added range. Right now, our bubble bullet has a 1.9 second. Some of that it comes from my reactor, which is not double gold. I have purple cooldown, so you can have lower than that, kind of at a disadvantage, but this is the one I have. We have hand count and weapon mounting because we are using the Peacemaker and only the Peacemaker. And like I said, for your substats, you want cooldown and Colossus damage. Moving on to our set, we are running the Slayer set. For the auxiliary power, max HP, MP recovery out of combat. For the sensor, max MP, MP recovery in combat. For the memory, MP recovery modifier in defense. And for the processor, max shield with toxin resist. Now, for our weapon, we are using the Peacemaker as a stat stick. So yes, you want to get the unique ability on this maxed out, but as for building it, it doesn't really matter. I did build into mine for one purpose, and that is to use her unique weapon, R4, if I wanted to. And this is all you need to do that. It's really not much investment. As for the Python, it can be used to shoot the boss when he is kneeling. It does a debuff on him, which makes your non-attribute skill power hit him harder. As for a build for it, I will just glance through what I have, but we have simply just built the Python into electric. And for our Inversion Reinforcement, we are running electric focus rounds, just in case we do shoot him with the Python. We have void resistance and heightened sensory cells for a little bit of survivability, but it's not going to help much because we have 2800 health. As for the crit build we used for the 3 Valby Luna pre-made, we will just run through all of that very quickly. I know not many of you are interested in pre-made runs, but for those who are, we will put it up on the screen. And that covers everything for this updated Valby Bubble Bullet build and the strat. Any questions or suggestions, let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe is appreciated. Thanks, guys. Peace. Maybe not 30. So, let's go. Let's go. 39. Bro, I got him spinning right now. Too bad he didn't prone. Easy. $44.